Hello, welcome back to another video. If you're new, hi, I'm so happy you clicked on today's video. If you are a returning viewer, I'm so happy you're here as always. Thanks for hanging out with me. So today we're gonna do a full day of eating and I'm gonna tell you about some big changes that I decided to make this morning. But let's jump into breakfast because I'm getting hungry, like borderline hangry. Do you guys get hangry? I'd love to hear down below. I am definitely someone who gets hangry with a capital hangry. Breakfast this morning was Old Faithful. I had to go with oats and berries. 1 cup oats covered with water just from the sink, and then I pop it in my microwave for 2 minutes. It's perfect every single time. I do let this cool before I eat it, but I put the berries on top because I like the texture with the warm oats and the cold berries, but I leave it sit usually for about 30 minutes. And this was sitting while I was actually just hanging out and drinking my coffee. I had a really busy day this day, so lunch is going to be a little bit different than my normal, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I had a very quick snack because I was still hungry. I worked out this morning. We'll talk about that soon as I tell you my changes. These yogurts, sometimes I really love them, and then sometimes I'm like, meh, I'm not into them. But I've been really enjoying them since I picked them up in a Target haul a couple weeks ago because they're just really convenient as a quick snack. But that wasn't enough. It was a very busy day, and I think some of my stress kind of came out in hunger, so I was having little snacks throughout the day instead of big meals because we were doing a lot of things because we picked up our Tesla this day. So I had 6 dates. Then for lunch, I decided to take it on the go, and I had a protein shake so I could drink it with me in the Uber on the way to our pickup. I found this Orgain protein at my local Smith's in the clearance aisle / shelf. I don't even know what you call it, end cap, I guess, for $8, and I'm loving it. It's a superfoods, but I added kale and a zucchini to my smoothie. I was kind of thinking like, oh my gosh, am I going to regret this? But I read somewhere, I think it was like Whitney Simmons said this, if you add a little bit of OJ to your smoothie with your greens, it kind of cuts the bitterness and adds a nice sweet element. This smoothie was so delicious. So even though it has zucchini in it, even though it has kale, I feel like that OJ really made it pop and it was really delicious. A couple weeks ago, I made a smoothie with OJ, rice, and a frozen banana. So good. So good. I highly recommend trying either of them. The rice makes it super creamy, but this day I just wanted some protein for creaminess. I didn't have any rice made. I did add water as well, whipped it up, and it was so good. Look at that rich green color. I mean, also, usually when I see this rich green color, I think bitter, but no, that OJ really helps. Sometimes I add berries to my smoothies. I definitely had some extra berries on hand in my fridge and freezer, but the OJ was just what I needed. Plus, I really like that added pop of vitamin C in my smoothie. I've been doing a smoothie every single day, even though it's kind of chilly. I've either been doing it for lunch, after a workout, or for dinner. And I've been really enjoying it because I can sip and drink it, and it's just really delicious and easy, and I can make a ton of different smoothies, and they are perfect. Let's talk about these changes. So I decided this morning, we have 65 days until the end of this year. And a few days ago, this is what got me thinking about all of this. Sydney Cummings, Hootie Shell, I've been doing her workouts. I just finished her Rise program, the Rise 2 program this morning. She said, it feels like everybody just pauses from now until the end of the year. And they're like, come January 1st, I'm gonna hit all my goals. And that really hit me. And I was like, what can I do from now until the end of the year? If you've been around my channel for a while, you know I like to do things to the extreme. Just, I don't know, it's just something inside of me, probably because I was a college athlete, and you know, I just feel like I like big things. Changes I am making from today, starting this morning. Today is October 28th. I am actually going to really hone in on my workouts and my nutrition. I wouldn't say necessarily in a super extreme way, but I am like dialing it in. And I'm going to take days off for the holidays. But the reason I'm sharing this with you all, in case you need a little bit of accountability or you're looking to just really push through to the end of the year and not wait till January 1st, I got you. So you could definitely join my friend Rena and Courtney's Facebook group and have some added accountability with them. I'm not gonna do like the 50-50 plate challenge or anything like that. I'm actually going to count calories. Now, typically, I would eat between 2,000 and 2,200 calories in a given day. I've tracked my calories a few times over the last couple weeks just to kind of see where I'm hitting. And I personally am going to do a calorie range for my cardio days and a cardio range for my weight training days. And I'm gonna go for it. I have a workout calendar all set up and I'm gonna do Sydney's new program that starts Monday, but I'm doing this for me because I feel like in the last month or so, I've just been in a real funk. I'm not gonna get into that, it's real personal, but I just feel like, you know what? Instead of being in this funky mood and this funky mindset, I'm gonna do something for me. And I'm gonna push the end of the year. I got 65 days. And even if I don't make any physical changes, if I can just make mental changes to kind of get out of this funky mood, working out always makes me feel better. Eating healthy makes me feel better. If I lost a couple pounds in the meantime, I would be super happy about it. So I'm making some big changes. I probably will do a bi-weekly check-in with a what I eat in a day to help keep you guys motivated. And if you're looking for some accountability, you can see what I'm eating. Like I said, I'm just doing calories, not the 50-50 plate, because I do want some lenience because it's the holidays and I'm not gonna track on the holidays, but the rest of them I'm committing to, which is a lot for me, to be honest. I haven't tracked my food like this in years. This is the changes happening and I'm going to share with you some of my workouts. Like I said, some full days of eating. I'll do weight check-ins if you want. Again, accountability for myself and maybe for you guys, but I can hook you up if you're not in Rena and Courtney's Facebook group. Pop over there. They give a ton of accountability when it comes to just having like a community and a group, people you can ask questions to, meal ideas, people like you can communicate with, especially if you are the only plant-based eater in your home, because that's like a big thing for, I know, a lot of the people that watch my channel. So there's the changes, and that's why you have calories today hooked up in this video. Yeah, I want to make some changes. I want to just get back and doing some things for me. I mean, I work out for me every single day, but I want to do it in a different way. I want to do it in a programmed way. And I think that's why I like doing extreme meal videos so much, like when it comes to like the potato diet or the rice diet or the oatmeal diet, because I have a set plan and I go for it and I enjoy that. So there you have it. These are the changes. I hope you enjoy. Like I said, regular content is still gonna be the same. You're still gonna see meal ideas and everything. Just me personally, I'm going to be counting calories. Oh, and I guess I can let you know, because even though you and I might train the same, we might run the same amount of miles, we might be the same height, weight, everything, our genetics are still different. So even though we might eat the same, it's gonna be very different body to body. So like I said, I typically eat between 2,000 and 2,200 calories a day. My range is gonna be between 1,650, which seems low at first, but 1,900. So I'm just going to go to hit somewhere in there every single day, because I do notice that some days I'm more hungry depending on the workout the day before, and then some days I'm less hungry. And then I'm going to do, like I said, Sydney's new workout program, and I think it's 3 days a week. I don't know, because she doesn't release until Monday. Might be 4. Whatever that program is, I'm going to do. And then I'm going to do allotted cardio days as well. Okay, let's go on to dinner, because I have a really good dinner plan for today. This dinner was amazing. Highly recommend giving it a try. If you don't like tomatoes, you could do red peppers, or you could do, I don't know, anything else. But if you like tomatoes, I got you. This was so simple, so easy. I kind of did like a mock of that really popular TikTok feta pasta that a lot of people did with tofu. Do you guys remember that recipe? I did it on my channel here last summer. Well, actually, I think it was like 2 summers ago. But I did spray my glass baking dish with a little bit of olive oil spray, because I don't personally love scrubbing those things to death, and the olive oil spray does help with the cleanup. So I just spray a little bit of that in there. I had a lot more tomatoes to start the week out, but I was snacking on them a lot the day before, so we only had very few. We had a lot more. And I laugh looking at this. I threw in some garlic, some tofu, salt, popped it in my oven for 30 minutes. And then I made my pasta on the side, and this is a corn gluten-free pasta, which is becoming my favorite again. I didn't like it for a while, and then now I do like it. It seems to be the best texture compared to regular pasta. It's not as soft as chickpea pasta is when you cook it. It's not as soft as brown rice pasta, so I really like it. Anyways, once I had about 7 minutes left on my tofu and tomatoes that were in the oven, I popped this and cooked it for 7 minutes. I did stir this around a little bit and then decided not to pop all the cherries and pop all the cherry tomatoes because I like when they pop when I bite into them. Anyways, I just added some coconut milk and then the pasta. I gave it a little stir and then I let this sit for just a few minutes, and the starch from the pasta, because I didn't rinse it off and there still was a little bit of liquid from the pasta water, kind of thickens it a little bit. And then I just sprinkled some of the sun-dried tomatoes over the top. This would be really, really good if you had some basil on hand. Super delicious. I had a serving and a half of this. My husband had the rest. Highly recommend giving it a try if you need a quick dinner idea for a weeknight. You can throw it together so fast. It's kind of a different spin on pasta. It's really, really good. And you'll find the recipe linked down in my blog below. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure you're subscribed and turn those notifications on because you'll see 2 new videos from me coming next week. Bye-bye.